For last more than 2.5 years, Jammu is high on terror radar. Poonch and Rajouri districts of Pir Panjal appears to be the main theatre, which is the site of some of the major attacks, particularly on the army. Recently, after attack on army in which 4 soldiers were killed, a counter-militancy operation went terribly wrong. When instead of tracking down attackers, troops picked up innocent civilians. 3 of them were killed, allegedly in torture, and several others are injured. They are still in hospital. A village is mourning the death of innocent people. Government has taken action. A brigadier and 3 other officers have been removed from the command, and a court of inquiry has been ordered. So is there actually any link between the ceasefire between India and Pakistan and what is happening now in Poonch, Rajouri and larger Jammu region? Because in February 2021, India and Pakistan agreed on a ceasefire. And many believe this is going to bring peace and it may end militancy. But opposed appears to be happening. First, it started in June 2021, 3 months after the ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan, when there was a drone attack on Air Force Station in Jammu, which was seen as a major provocation. There were several other incidents, but in October 2021, there were 2 major attacks on the army in Poonch and Rajouri, in which 9 soldiers were killed. Since then, it is attack after attack, incident after incident. In March 2022, there was an IED blast in Udhampur. 1 person was killed, 14 injured. In April, there was a major attack on a CISF bus. 2 security force persons were killed. And in May, on May 16, there was IED attack on a bus carrying Vaishno Devi pilgrims. 4 pilgrims were killed and several others were injured. In August last year, there was a suicide attack on an army camp at Darhal. 5 soldiers, including an officer, were killed. And in September, there were twin blasts in Udhampur. In December, 2 civilians were killed outside an army camp. In Rajouri, initially people protest against the army, alleging them killing innocent people, but army said it was a terrorist attack in which 2 innocent people were killed. And then on 1st January, there was a major attack, terrorist attack on innocent people in Rajouri. Dangri Rajouri, 7 innocent people were killed, several other over a dozen were injured. After that, massive troop deployment was made in the area. Large number of paramilitary troops were deployed to prevent such attacks. People were given also weapons. Village defense committees were, strengthened. And but despite all the security measures, there were more attacks. In April, there was an major attack on an army truck. 5 soldiers were killed. Attackers decamped with the weapons of army fallen soldiers. And in a counter-militancy operation to track down the attackers, again the special forces personnel, para-commandos of army, 5 of them were killed. So 10 soldiers within 2 weeks were killed. Defense Minister visited the areas to recalibrate the strategy to deal with the situation, but it appears attacks did not stop. And in September, 1 soldier was killed, 3 others were injured during an encounter. In November, 5 soldiers were again killed in Kalakot, among them 2 captains. And then we'll come to this month's attack. On December 20, there was an attack on 2 army vehicles in a place called Dera Ki Gali, here in Rajouri and Poonch, and then 4 soldiers were killed, 3 others were injured. Next morning, army launched operations and to track down militants, but instead of killing militants, they picked up innocent civilians, and 3 of them died in torture, and police have filed an FIR under murder charges. So let's listen what exactly people are saying. They're narrating the horror, village has gone through. Topi village, there are two villages actually. The attack site, there are one village is called a Topi, other is known as Savani. In both the villages, large number of men, including elders, they were picked up for questioning. But in the evening, 3 of them died, several others are injured, they are still in hospital. And among the victims are the brother of a BSF constable, Noor Ahmed. He was picked up from his home and he is dead. Another man, Shabir, he is the brother of an army porter, and ironically, he died in the same camp where his brother, Muhammad Kabir, was working as a porter. These two men, Muhammad Kabir and Noor Ahmed, told me that their brothers were, and they never expected that it would happen, and their relative brothers would be killed like this. So here is the conversation with Noor Ahmed and Muhammad Kabir. And Muhammad Kabir is now saying that he will never go back to army and serve there as a porter. And Noor Ahmed is saying, BSF constable, that the trust between the people, locals, and army is broken. Because in any counterinsurgency strategy, people are at the heart of it. So long people are with you, they are on your side, you will win the war. That's what exactly Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said when he met the families, victim families, and asked troops to win the heart and minds, win the trust of the people, because you cannot hurt any Indian citizen. This is what these families had to say.
आपको यकीन हुआ कि ऐसा हुआ है कि जब ये पता चला आपको कि आपके भाई को उठाया है और मारा है, आपको यकीन हुआ?
नहीं, मुझे यकीन नहीं हुआ। जब तक मैंने उसकी डेड बॉडी देखी नहीं, मैं वहाँ पर पहुँच गया था 10 बजे रात को, और डेड बॉडी उसको 4 बजे देखी। तब तक मुझे यकीन नहीं था कि फौज ऐसा कर सकती है, मुझे यकीन नहीं था। जब मैंने डेड बॉडी देखी तब मुझे यकीन हो गया, हाँ मेरा भाई मर चुका है।
तो क्या वजह थी? कोई शक उस पर था या
नहीं? शक वाली कोई बात ही
नहीं। जब इसको मैंने उनकी बीवी से भी बात की तो उसने कहा कि हमने कहा नॉर्मली जाए, फौज की मदद भी कर सकता है, जो कुछ चाहे।
हाँ, ऐसा होता रहा है। पहले भी फौज बुलाती थी कई बार, एक बार हज़ारों बार। यहाँ मिलिटेंसी 97 से मिलिटेंसी थी इस एरिए में, और 97 से 2004 तक बहुत पीक मिलिटेंसी थी। तब भी कभी बुलाया, ठीक है, बुलाया, बातचीत की, फौज के साथ हेल्प करते रहे। हम सभी यहाँ के मोहल्ले के लोग फौज की हेल्प किया, जब भी किया, खाना खिलाया अपने घरों से, चाय पिलाई अपने घरों से, रोटी खाई अपने घरों से, जो भी काम हुआ फौज का वो किया। कभी ऐसा हुआ ही नहीं।
भाई सफीर भी वही करता था फौज के साथ। लेकिन फिर आपको क्या लगा कि क्यों बुलाया उस पे, जो आप खुद कहते थे?
अब ये जवाब तो वो दे सकते हैं जिन्होंने बुलाया, मेरे पास जवाब तो नहीं। क्यों बुलाया वो जवाब दे सकते हैं। मैंने ये बात ब्रिगेड कमांडर साहब से भी पूछा था कि इसकी गलती क्या है। अगर इसने कुछ गलत किया है तो आप मुझे वो दिखाएं कि ये गलत किया है, तो मैं कहूँगा कि आपने जो किया है सो ठीक है। ये मैं कह रहा हूँ और मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ। तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं, गलत नहीं किया।
एक वीडियो भी एक सर्कुलेट कर रहा है जिसपे कहते हैं टॉर्चर कुछ लोगों को कर रहे हैं, उसमें क्या?
नहीं, उसमें मेरा भाई नहीं,
उसमें आप
दूसरे बंदे।
आप उनको पहचानते हैं?
हाँ, पहचानते।
तो आपके भाई को क्या, उसको भी आपको टॉर्चर किया था या नहीं किया?
बहुत ज़्यादा, बहुत ज़्यादा। वो बता नहीं सकता, मैं उसको याद कर सकता हूँ, ना बता सकता हूँ। जब मैं उसको याद करता हूँ तो फिर थोड़ा सा इमोशनल होता है।
एक फौजी जो बीएसएफ में खुद हेड कांस्टेबल है, इस तरह की सिचुएशन को फेस कर रहा है, जहाँ जैसे कि अपने आप पे ही इल्ज़ाम लगाना कि मैंने गलती की, जैसे फौज पे, तो कैसा?
ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए। फौज देश है और देश बदनाम नहीं होना चाहिए। फौज एक देश है, हम देश है, और देश बदनाम नहीं होना चाहिए। और जिसने ये देश बदनाम किया है वो देशद्रोही है। तो उसके साथ जो कानून का जो बनता है वो होना चाहिए।
आप रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह जी से भी मिले, क्या आपने बोला? वो क्या उन्होंने आपको आश्वासन?
उन्होंने यही आश्वासन दिया। उन्होंने कहा कि गलत नहीं, बच्चे गलत नहीं थे, जो उनके साथ हुआ वो गलत हुआ है। हम उनकी जानों की कीमत नहीं दे सकते, ना ही उनको वापस ला सकते हैं जी। बट जिन्होंने गलत किया है हम उनको उसके की सजा देंगे।
ये राजनाथ सिंह जी ने आपको जी। तो आपको यकीन है कि सजा मिलेगी?
हमें अब तक जितना हमारे साथ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन तावन किया है उसके हिसाब से हमें यकीन है कि होगा।
दूसरा जो लड़का जो मारा गया, शबीर, कहते हैं उसका भाई भी
उसका भाई पोर्टर है,
उसी आर्मी के
उसी पोस्ट में, उसी पोस्ट में पोर्टर है,
जहां उसको लिया गया,
जहां उसको लिया गया उसी पोस्ट में, और वो उस वक्त भी फौज का सामान घोड़े पे ला रहा था।
इससे क्या गाँव में जो डर का माहौल बना होगा?
डर का माहौल भी है, और एक फौज के ऊपर से विश्वास जो था लोगों का, इतना बड़ा विश्वास था, वो उसमें कुछ डैमेज हुआ है।
आपको लग रहा है एक फौजी होके भी आप कह रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
आप उसके बाद आप क्या कैंप में चले गए?
नहीं है सर, वापस नहीं है।
अब जाओगे पोर्टर का काम करने के लिए?
नहीं जाएगी सर।
क्यों?
नहीं जाएगी, मार दिया भाई, किस लिए जाऊँगा? जी सर।
It is the people who have actually suffered a great deal during militancy. They are the victims of militancy, not responsible for militancy. Be it in Kashmir Valley, majority, thousands of people have been killed by militants. They have been killed during the violence. They cannot be blamed for militancy. It is the responsibility of the government to prevent militants to infiltrate when they try to, not the people who live there. And during last more than 2.5 years, there is not a single instance in Poonch and Rajouri where the attackers have been found hiding in somebody's home. Yes, there may be some odd people who may be who may be helping them, but the larger population has not been on the side of militancy. They have been they have been helping army. So as the army has ordered a probe, government has initiated action, which I know is very, very unprecedented. It has never happened like this, that the officers at the senior level have been removed and the court of inquiry has been ordered and decisive action has been taken so immediately without anyone trying to defend whatever has happened in Poonch, killing innocent people. Now a swift justice may heal some wounds.